Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the New Balance OMN1S Low. So this shoe is actually going for the same price as the regular OMN1S, so 140 bucks. I don't know what New Balance is thinking, because usually most of the time and most companies lower the price of the shoe if it is a low top version. And I guess they are using less material, but it's like the amount of material that they use from this shoe to this shoe is probably not even that much. But you know, even still, companies lower the price $10 usually, right? So that is kind of weird for New Balance, but it is what it is, I guess. So if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. There are 3 colorways available. There's this colorway, a white colorway, and a really sick black and red colorway, which I think all of you guys should get because that one's dope. This one's okay, but the black and red one is definitely my favorite. So yeah, I mean, this is the low version. The regular OMN1S was one of my favorite shoes to play in last year. I believe it came out last year or maybe the beginning of this year. It's a top performer and I liked it so much that I got another pair, right? So yeah, let's get it started off with the traction. So the traction pattern on the low is the exact same as in the high, and it's basically a herringbone traction pattern, and the rubber in this colorway is semi-translucent, same as in this colorway, and I really had no issues. If they use the same rubber compound, which I believe they probably did, the performance is going to be really good. The stop on a clean court is really nice. You have a nice little squeak to it as well. I mean, it's been a while since I played indoors, but if I remember correctly, it does pick up a little bit of dust, but if you wipe pretty lightly, then you should be good to go. Durability also is really good. The rubber is very hard, the grooves are thick and deep, and I've been playing with my other pair outside a lot. And of course there is normal wear, like all rubber does on an outdoor surface, but there really isn't a lot, and there's really nothing tearing or fraying off. So the outsole, they did a really good job on. Alright, moving on to the heel to toe transition. Overall is very smooth. You know, you have a nice curve shape here in the heel as well as in the forefoot, so you get a nice rocking motion. You also have a good amount of compression here in the heel, so it doesn't feel clunky. It's actually very smooth in the heel, and you have a lot of forefoot flex. Alright, moving on to the cushioning setup. They're using full length fuel cell and it's awesome. It's basically the same as the regular OMN1S. You know, you have a nice little subtle bounce. Impact protection is nice. Court feel is good. It's more responsive. You don't get crazy compression. You don't get crazy bounce. And as for the insole it has the New Balance logo on it, and it's actually pretty nice. It's a fairly thick insole, so that actually does improve the step and comfort. So the cushioning, of course, is gonna be super nice in this. Alright, moving on to the upper. It's also the exact same as the regular OMN1S. So for the upper, they're using what they're calling a fit weave material. It's basically like a textile or a knit. And in the forefoot, you actually have an overlay. It's not synthetic though, it's actually more knit. And they just knitted the upper a little bit more where the high wear areas are, which is dope. You know, it keeps the material soft, but it improves the durability. And then as far as the tongue goes, it's the exact same as well. You have basically a one booty upper, just like in the regular OMN1S, but here in the midsection, the material kind of comes up and it makes the shoe feel like it kind of has a tongue, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really love this tongue material. It's a very stretchy knit. It stretches over your foot, and also here in the midfoot area you have this strap thing that it really doesn't do anything. You know, it says New Balance in this colorway. In the regular OMN1S, it actually in this colorway it doesn't say anything. And then moving on to the ankle, I mean, here in the heel area for the heel tab, it's basically the same. I really like this heel tab. It makes the shoe really easy to put on. I guess it's a little bit lower in the low, but it still protrudes up very high. And then of course you have this synthetic material in the regular OMN1S that goes over your ankle, so you get a little bit more ankle support. But obviously in the low, you have a low cut. So they put this suede material with the New Balance logo, I guess just more on the side, and also lower onto the shoe in the ankle area. And that's basically it. That's the main difference between the low and the regular OMN1S. Everything else is pretty much the same. You got your regular laces. You have these eyelets that are supposed to be like claws. And then here in the lining, the padding is pretty much the same. I would say the regular OMN1S has slightly more padding. Alright, moving on to the fit, it's pretty much the same. For some reason, the low fits me a little bit more snug than the regular OMN1S, but the difference is pretty much negligible. It's just right here in the toe box area. It just feels a little bit more snug. It might even be because I played in the regular OMN1S a little bit. This is actually my new pair. My old pair is my outdoor pair is actually pretty messed up, and the material probably stretched out a little bit, so that's probably why. As far as the length goes, I went true to size and it fits me very well. My toe is pretty much right at the edge. Width wise, I would say it's just normal, and then here in the toe box, it's not as tight as I would like. I wish it was a little bit more snug, especially since it is this like knit or textile material, and when you break it in, you play in it, it stretches out, you know what I'm saying? So I just wish it was a little bit more snug, but other than that, it's not that bad. It's more just in the toe box area. Here in the midfoot is actually very nice. I love this stretchy knit. That improves the fit. So if you have a wide foot or you like a roomier fit, you should be fine just going up half a size. Alright, support and lockdown. I mean, I had no issues with the Omnis, and if you look at the midsole, it comes up here in the forefoot area on the lateral side as well as in the heel, and there is an internal TPU heel counter, so lateral support was good, and also the midsole protrudes out here on the lateral side, so lateral stability was good as well for me when I was playing with the Omnis. And also, I mean, you had a little bit of ankle support here in the regular Omnis, but nothing crazy. Like the synthetic material goes over your ankle and you feel a little bit of ankle restriction, and obviously you're not really gonna get that in the low. Alright, moving on to the weight. I don't know, I feel like the Omnis is gonna be just a little bit lighter. Like the amount of materials that they removed from the Omnis to make the low is not even that much. It's probably gonna be like 0.3 ounces, I'm guessing. Alright, so 12.72 ounces for the low and 13 ounces for the regular Omnis. So yeah, like 0.3, 0.2 ounces. I mean, they both feel the same, literally, on foot. The only difference is that here in the regular Omnis, you feel like the ankle support a little bit. That's it. Obviously, in the low, you have more freedom for ankle mobility. As far as the aesthetics go, I don't know guys, I feel like I like the regular Omnis a little bit better. Usually I like low tops better aesthetically, but I don't know, I feel like I like the aesthetics of this here in the ankle part a little bit better than the low. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same exact shoe as the Omnis. It didn't really change all too much, same price. And I really don't think I need to do a performance review on it. You know, it's a great shoe. The only thing is it's a low, so you get more ankle mobility. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the video. Again, if you guys do want to cop either of these shoes, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. And what do I like better? Obviously, I like the low. I like to have ankle mobility, and I didn't really have any issues with lateral instability because it's a relatively flat base and it protrudes out here. I mean, it doesn't really have an outrigger, but you know, you have a nice wide base because the midsole and the outsole protrude out here. So that's why I would pick the low over the regular Omnis. But anyways, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.